Hello everyone, it is Friday, December 22nd. We're a few days away from Christmas, so it's time to show the books that were released this week that we picked up. And then, as the title suggested, I am going to show you some of my favorite new 4K pickups. So let's jump right into the books. Not a real huge week for books, but a nice little stack, I guess. Animal Pound #1, this is the Skottie Young. I just thought that was a funny looking book right there, so I picked it up. I read the first Animal Pound, liked it, so we'll see how it goes moving forward. Al Capone Vampire, #2. Harley Quinn #6, Black, White, and Redder. Really nice looking cover right there of Harley. So I had to pick that one up. Cover purchase only on that. Kind of a fun book here. Again, another cover purchase only. This is Superman DC #9, the Batman Santa Claus Silent Night. #9, this is the Santa variant, of course, a homage to Action Comics #1. Like the little elf's face right there, going a little crazy. I showed that one already. Joker Harley Quinn Uncovered #1, cover purchase only, because the only thing that's in this book is a bunch of covers, it looks like, from what I could see. Yeah, just a bunch of different artwork covers and kind of stuff like that. So picked it up for the cover. Of course, a very iconic cover right there. Famous Joker and Harley dancing in her original outfit. Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Redder. It's a different cover there. And again, a really, really nice cover on that. Creep Show #4. Book is selling really good. I'm enjoying the stories on this. I'm enjoying the covers. So there's cover A there. And cover B. Here's another book I'm enjoying after the first couple. I read both. I read 1 and 2. 2 came out this week. This is Red Light #2. It is only a 4-part series. So there's cover A. And then cover B. Again, enjoyed the first couple. Looking forward to the next 2. And then a book that I think is kind of flying under the radar, if you haven't read it, really, really good book on this. This is The Deviant. This is #2. Of course, this is by Tinian right here. So you can't go wrong with that. Of course, you see Santa looking menacing in the window right there. This was cover for #2. One cover here. Here is the other cover. Guy's not having too much fun in that Christmas tree right there. And then, of course, they came out with a second print of #1, and that's just kind of a real cool cover right there. Kind of, Santa walking in the snow, looking to do no good. So, again, I like both of those, Red Light and Deviant right now. Really, really good reads. So if you haven't picked those up, try it. You might enjoy the book. And like the title said, I'm not showing a lot of older books, but I am going to show some movies. I've been getting a lot of requests for this. I was supposed to do this a long time ago before everything just kind of went to pot for me. So I am a huge movie guy. I know we've talked about movies a lot. I love movies. I love, 70s cartoons, things like that. But I love movies. I have a huge movie collection. Of course, I like all genres of the movies. I like a lot of the early Warner Brothers gangster movies, the Warner Brothers monsters, things like that. And I love campy 70s and 80s B movies are some of my favorite. A lot of movies are now being released on a 4K format. They've been coming out for a while, but they've been releasing some really, really good titles. So I just kind of thought I would show you some of the 4K things that I have in my collection. This is not all of them by any stretch of the imagination. There are some that are more recent, but I'll show you some of the older ones that I have. This one was very surprising when it came out. This is a movie called Maniac, and this was released by a company called Blue Underground. This is a 4K remaster of this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, it's very violent, very creepy, but just really, really good. Love this movie right here. And this one has a lot of extras on it. The 4K came out, and it came out with a couple extra discs. Got audio commentaries. You have a couple of documentaries on this thing. Really, really cool. If you can find it, this is again by Blue Underground. Maniac from 1980. This was the famous movie poster. I warned you not to go out tonight. And it got banned in a lot, so I had to change the posters around a little bit. But that's one of the movies there. Next up, one of my all-time favorites. I was very happy when this came out in 4K. My Bloody Valentine, the original from 1981. This, to me, is a little bit more violent than the original, a little bit more creepy than the remake that they did. Although I did enjoy the remake, I really like this one here. This is, I believe, from Scream Factory. Yes, it is. Scream Factory. Scream Factory does, here's like the regular disc right here. A lot of these are not even open, just because I am a collector, because I have a sickness like that, like a lot of people. But Scream Factory comes out with a lot of really, really good remasters. And again, they're coming out fast and furious right now. So My Bloody Valentine right there. Next up, of course, we have a couple different ones. This is the original Swamp Thing, of course, with the beautiful Adrienne Barbeau. On the cover there. This came out 4K. They call it, what do they call it? It's a 4K ultra high definition Blu-ray, but it is a 4K remaster on that. And this again has just some special features. There's the regular movie. There's also an unrated international cut. They have Tales from the Swamp Thing with the actress Adrienne Barbeau, which is worth the cost for me just because I love Adrienne Barbeau. So this was Swamp Thing #1. And then they just released Swamp Thing, The Return of Swamp Thing, of course, with the beautiful Heather Locklear. One of her first movies there. These are super campy, but I love them. And on 4K, I just want to see the nice, clear picture. A couple of other older ones that I picked up. Not so much older, but I have The Fog, 1980, John Carpenter's The Fog, which my wife and I absolutely love this movie. We probably watch it, 5 to 8 times a year. Of course, Jamie Lee Curtis. You need to say no more. Jamie Lee Curtis. You got Nick Castle in here. Not Nick Castle. I'm sorry. I can't think of his name now off the top of my head. It is. Come on. Sorry about that. Tom Atkins. I don't know why I couldn't remember Tom Atkins. And then, of course, it has Hal Holbrook as the priest. Janet Leigh, Jamie Lee Curtis's mother, of course, the lady in the shower in Psycho, is in this. And this again has a lot of special features on there. And this is also, again, another Scream Factory. This is a Steelbook. God, I can't even think today. Steelbook. And I just like that cover. That's a really cool looking cover right there. So I have The Fog. This is just kind of a movie that I watched a lot when I was growing up in high school. This is Berry Gordy's The Last Dragon. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this. Vanity, Denise Richards, who is a beautiful woman. Too bad she was a little messed up in the head. And, of course, the famous Sho'nuff, the Bruce Leroy character, which they always called him Bruce Leroy, which I thought was funny. But this is just a really good, it's got a good soundtrack. It's got good action in it. And it's just a real fun 80s movie. And, of course, 4K. So I had to grab that. Next up, this just came out. This is Night of the Comet. And I believe this is 1984. Night of the Comet right here. Really good movie. Another one. I was like this character right here. She was really cool in this movie. Comet comes to Earth, wipes everybody out. Kind of creepy looking zombies, but nothing really like a real bad zombie movie. But in 4K, super high definition. I really like it. Fargo just came out on 4K, so I picked the Fargo up. This is Shout Factory, Shout Select, Shout Studios. They come out with a lot of good stuff on there. Have a lot of added extras in there. This has another good cast, won a lot of Academy Awards. If you haven't seen Fargo, you definitely want to check that one out. The Lost Boys came out 4K. Of course, a great vampire movie. I think it was 87 when this one came out. Good cast, good story, kind of campy, but you know what? That's what we like on this channel. And there's, Kiefer Sutherland right there. And, of course, star in the movie. So really, really good there. One of my guilty pleasures. My wife and I love this movie, and we watch it a lot. Saturday Night Fever, 4K. I love this. If you've seen this movie, it's great. Good soundtrack, 70s disco. I'm 56. This was kind of, when I was starting to really kind of get into music, and, disco was just kind of wiping out the charts. This is the 45th anniversary of this movie collection. Just really like it right there. So I definitely had to grab that one. Of course, this came out in 1977, I think it was. 78. Can't really tell on this. But again, great movie, Saturday Night Fever. My wife and I watched that one a lot too. We have 4K. I was very happy when this came out. Return of the Living Dead. Great punk soundtrack. Really campy movie. Good, good kills. Just really, really nice. I liked it. Linnea Quigley is in this one right here. Of course, she's the punk rock girl who strips in the cemetery. I've had a chance to meet her a few times at conventions. Super, super nice. Real tiny. Comes up to about a little over my waist. I didn't realize she was that small. A movie that I have probably 10,000 copies of. A lot of these movies I have multiple copies of, especially Halloween, Friday the 13th. This is a 4K remaster right here. I like it because it's Friday the 13th. How can you go wrong with that? I remember seeing this in the theaters when it came out, when that, the little Jason boy character jumped out of the water. I about, jumped through the roof. One of my top 10 movies. Again, when I saw this on 4K, grabbed it. It was on sale, like $9.99 at Best Buy. Excuse me. That's Cool Hand Luke. Of course, the amazing Paul Newman in this, and the famous, what we hear is failure to communicate. That famous line that Guns N' Roses used later in a song. So right here, Cool Hand Luke on 4K. Again, I'm a collector and I have multiple copies of movies, whether it be Beta, VHS, Laserdisc, DVD, Blu-ray, now 4K. I'm all over it. This came out a little bit ago, about 2 months ago, month and a half ago. This is the Criterion Collection. Now, as a collector, I love Criterion Collection movies. I'm going to pull out a lot of my Criterions. I just can't really seem to find them right now where everything is. The house is kind of a mess with everything going on. But this is Tom Browning's Freaks. If you don't know about this movie, it's about circus freaks, and they used real circus freaks in the movie. And they came out with a Criterion Collection of it. There's also a really good Criterion Collection of a movie called Sid and Nancy, about Sid Vicious and Nancy Spungen, which I think is absolutely... Gary Oldman's one of his first movies, might be his first movie. Absolutely love it. But again, this isn't so much a 4K remaster because it's black and white film. You really can't get a clean copy of this. It's a Blu-ray, but this is something I wanted to show because Criterion does amazing movies. If any of you out there are collectors like I am, you know all about the Criterion Collection. And then lastly, I'm going to show today, this came out right before Halloween. This was a Best Buy Steelbook packaging exclusive. And this is this is not the Rob Zombie, this is Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. The last three in the trilogy that ends the franchise. And it came in a big package like this. There it is. Really, really nice. Again, this is Halloween. This is Halloween. Where's that? Halloween, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. Again, I can't think today, so I apologize in advance for that. So this was the Steelbook, and this is already sold out. It's very expensive. I was happy to get it. I got it right when it came out because I knew it was going to sell out. Very happy to get this. And again, sealed like most of my things. Everything I showed you here is all sealed. I always keep everything sealed because, again, I'm just kind of a collector. I will watch it in 4K. There are some that I watched in 4K that I opened up. Some that we haven't got to yet. I do know that things like the Friday the 13th I'm going to do and some of the other movies. So, excuse me, there was that. That was pretty much it. I kind of told you I'm kind of getting away from some of the newer books. I will show some older books as they go, but I want to incorporate other things of interest in my, life that I like collecting. I collect autographs and pictures, and I go to horror conventions, and I do all the stuff that, we do. I go with my friend Rudy. We go to a lot of conventions here in Las Vegas when they come up. They have a thing here called Days of the Dead, which we absolutely love. If you've seen the movie Terrifier, Art the Clown, got a great picture with him where I'm scaring him with the little horn. Unfortunately, I can't show that right now, but I will bring those pictures out, and I will show you some of the pictures I've had and some of the things that I have got signed, maybe in a week or 2 weeks. If you want to see something like that, make a comment down below. Let me know that people actually are interested in seeing that. I don't want to do something that people aren't interested in. Again, I had a lot of requests to show some of the movies. If you want to see more movies from my collection, more things that I like, I can show you, a lot of things like that. So just let me know. Again, I appreciate all the support on this channel. I appreciate all the kind words and the people reaching out to me from, you know, my hiatus when I was gone for a while. It does mean a lot. It you know, makes me feel good that people enjoy the channel and people notice when I'm not around or when I'm not doing the videos. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. Again, if you see something, if you enjoyed this video, make a comment down there, give it a thumbs up. If you know somebody who might like the channel, have them subscribe, check out the channel, check out some of the videos. And if you want to see more movies, let me know. If you want to see autographs, let me know. I have tons of that stuff, and we will just go from there. So until next week, I hope you liked the video. But as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great day. Have a great holiday. Spend time with your family, or just spend time with, you know, someone special to you, and just enjoy this moment, because family means a lot. We've lost some this year, and you know, I wish I can go back and just tell them one thing more than anything. So Merry Christmas. I say Merry Christmas. If you say Happy Holidays, say Happy Holidays. Have a great day. I'll see you next week.